I've been creating videos for years now, but no one has noticed. There's a strange kind of silence that comes with creating for an audience that doesn't exist yet. You pour your heart into something, your time, your energy, your ideas, and then nothing. No comments, no likes, no signs that anyone even noticed. It's hard not to feel defeated, like maybe all this effort wasn't worth it. And then the questions start to creep in. What am I doing wrong? What if I never figure it out? What if I'm just wasting my time? But then there's another question, one that's much quieter, but it's the question that I should be focused on more. What if it's just part of the process? Because every creator starts here. Every artist, every filmmaker, every storyteller, they all have a beginning, and beginnings are messy and unpredictable. No one's watching right now. It feels like I'm shouting into a black hole, but maybe that's okay, because this is where I get to figure out who I am. So, even though it feels lonely, even though it feels slow, I'll keep going, because one day, all of this will mean something. So, it takes a lot as a creator to create content and put in a lot of work for it over and over and over and over again to not see the results that you want. You definitely have to keep delayed gratification in mind. I'm at a point where it's like I continue to strive and get better, but I kind of threw the numbers out the window because that's just kind of setting myself up for failure. Because when I post a video and it bombs, like I'm not upset because that's what I expected. Now, if the opposite end, if the video starts popping off, shoot, I can only be excited. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do differently. And there's just something beautiful about not having an audience to create for. I'm not expected to do anything right now. In the terms of no one knows who I am or what kind of content I do, so I can literally do whatever, like whatever I want. Like watch this. Oh. There's something magical about being unnoticed. When no one's watching, there's no pressure to perform, no one to disappoint. I get to do whatever I want and say whatever I feel. I get to try new things that make no sense and change my mind 100 times about it. I'm not tied down by an audience's opinion or expectations. No one's waiting for the next upload. No one's analyzing every word that I say and the way that I say it. Nothing feels too big or too serious. I have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's just me and my ideas. And honestly, I think this is the best part, because right now, it's not about algorithms or views or going viral. It's about just growing as a creator and creating something that feels like me. It's a very weird point to be at, I think, for everybody when you're starting off. You have no pressure, right? Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares if you stop uploading and they never see you again. But then with not having the pressure of an audience, there's so much internal pressure that's created. You either have pressure coming in externally because people expect things from you, and maybe that's not what you want to give, or you feel pressured because it's not what you feel in your heart, or vice versa, where you pressure yourself into wanting to create a product and no one's watching it, so you're putting all this weight on yourself to achieve and create something worth watching. It's so hard not to what am I trying to say here? It's so hard not to value the content you're creating based off the amount of views that it's getting. I do know that there's creators out there that are creating content right now. Like at this moment, as we speak, somebody just published a video. Nobody in this world knows who they are, but with time, they'll have a name and they'll have a platform. So you just have to be crazy enough to believe that you're one of those people if that's what you're trying to do. It's one of the, I think, as an artist in general, whether that's music, painting, or creating content, and no matter what kind of videos you're in, I feel like you have to be delusional to a sense to believe that there's people out there that want to watch your videos when you're first starting. And I think it's only the delusional people that believe that do it long enough to build their craft and eventually be seen by the people that they want to be seen by, their audience. Somewhere along the way, I started taking myself way too serious. This idea that if my videos weren't good enough, then maybe I wasn't good enough. No one's watching, no one's waiting, it's just me. So why am I trying so hard to be so perfect? I am my biggest critic. Right now, I'm stuck in a place between knowing that I can improve my videos and trying to be perfect and have it all figured out. But I've realized something. I can't take this part of the process for granted and try to rush it. So maybe it's time to let go. Time to stop taking myself so seriously. To laugh at my mistakes. To embrace the imperfections. And to remember why I started creating in the first place. Because when it's all said and done, the only person that I need to impress is me. Actually, that's a lie. Because I need to impress you as well. That way you subscribe. And if you subscribe and keep coming back for more videos, I might be able to make this a full-time job. Subscribe. One thing I've noticed lately, I try so hard and I take this so seriously that it bleeds into my content. And I've been dealing with like a frustration of I'm recording my videos, right? And then I'll post them and then I'll watch them and it's the person that you see on the screen is me, but it's not me. If that makes sense. It's a perception of me, and that perception that you see on screen is very scripted, very serious, and there's really nothing to it. I feel that it's very stale. I believe where I'm at with my content is like it's very good information that I'm giving, but I need to do better at my storytelling and incorporate I need to incorporate more of me. I feel like my content is just dried out by words with no personality at all. I'm working so hard to make genuine, entertaining content. And so right now I'm in like a replan phase of exploring the kind of content that I want to make. And a lot of the replanning means incorporating more of my personality, which would then be making more things unscripted because to be honest with you, I don't like scripting jokes because I'm not a funny person at all whatsoever. If anything, I'm just funny like when I don't mean to be. Like I'm not the type to just write out a joke and it hit like that because that's not just not how I'm wired. But damn, I hate ADHD. My goodness. It's a beautiful thing, but it's not when you're trying to do stuff like this and there's so much going on around you. Okay, stuff like that, like that I would never script that. So this is what I'm talking about. Let's just whatever. Failure is where all the lessons live. It's the part that no one likes but is mandatory for growth. It's all a part of the process. I get caught up in wanting success now,
but why? It's funny to me because I always preach that in order to be successful, it will take time and you will need to fail over and over. But when I fall short of what it is that I'm trying to achieve, I quickly get down on myself because I haven't created the video that took off. I'm still the person creating videos that no one watches. But that's where the beauty is. One day, I'll look back and realize that these were the good old days. These are the moments that built me, taught me, and prepared me for what I need to take it to the next level. It's similar to how when I was younger, I would always wish to be older so I could drive anywhere and do anything that I wanted. But now that I'm older, I wish nothing more to go back to being younger.